But listen, turn your sound up. Can you hear it? All the froggies. They come in the springtime and have their babies over here. I won't be able to show you a picture of one unless I'm super lucky. But they're little tiny ones. And this is all seasonal wetlands, which means it gets standing water in the wintertime and when it's heavy rains. And then it dries out by the summertime. We're actually under flood warning right now. Not up here particularly, but the Snoqualmie is expected to flood. I believe 124th is already closed, but there's a possibility that Woodinville Duval may also close. But let's come over here so you can hear more of them. If I get too close, they all shut up. So, yeah, I got too close. Some of them did get quiet. But you can hear them still out over there. There's even some in here. I just scared them all because I'm big and I'm human and I'm loud. So, anyway. Oops. Editing is going on. Sit. Yeah, sit. Good girl. So, this is Freya. She's annoyed. She prefers snow to rain. But I'm working on edits for Caden. Here, let me flip around so you can see me in my super chic rain gear. And I'm finishing all my editing for Caden. Hopefully, if all goes according to plan, I will have uploads done by tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll have to be on the weekend. We'll see. But I am so excited for this book, you guys. It's really, really good. And if you're just now joining me, this is our first book in about 6 years. And part of why I really like it, it's set here in the Pacific Northwest. So it looks pretty much just like this. And it takes place at Volare Academy. And Volare means to fly. And it is an academy for feathered shifters that was founded by ravens. So most of the student body is ravens. And Caden himself is a dormant crow. So at the beginning of the book, he does not know that. And so part of this is his process of self-discovery and then realizing that he has a very special gift. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. But I will be reading some excerpts for upcoming story snacks once I get the actual editing stuff done. I'm learning a new process, so this will be the shortest or the longest one since I'm learning everything new, and then once I know it, I'll be a lot more smooth for the next release. And we're doing our releases at the equinoxes, so spring equinox, which is tomorrow, in the northern hemisphere, winter equinox, or autumnal equinox, excuse me, in the southern hemisphere, and then in September we'll release at what is the autumnal equinox for me and spring equinox for down under. And then we'll have like special editions and things, not special editions like hardbacks, but like special stuff that'll drop at other times that I'll announce and let you know about. And you can find out all this stuff here. I'll talk about it on the noon hour. I'll talk about it in Story Snacks. And then I'll also, if you're not yet a subscriber, I'll talk about it in the newsletter. So I've been pretty quiet the last couple weeks just because we're in the final pass for edits and for learning the upload process and stuff. Because of course, nothing stays where you put it. And the last time I did all this, it was totally different. And then the time before that, we were with publishers who are all now out of business. So the publishing industry has changed, y'all. And it's super exciting to get to be here and share things with you and bring out new books that hopefully you will enjoy, and then also be able to read excerpts and things to you. So you can expect some excerpts from Caden's book, And then I also have a whole bunch of short stories on my blog. I have about 17 years of content that right now is just like somebody took the Library of Congress and dumped it on the floor. And so my job is to go through and categorize it and repackage it so that, you know, you can actually read it and enjoy it. So that work will also continue after we get Caden out, because that's the priority right now. And then my web designer, Jason Backus of Backus Marketing, who is fantastic. It's actually really cool. It looks like it's a conversion of a ambulance, we think, maybe, but he lives in the neighborhood, so we always speculate what he's doing and what adventures he's going on. He's probably going to the store, y'all, but that's okay. When you're a fiction writer, you can make up whatever you want. And so anyway, Backus is helping with that. So I have my own website separate from Noon and Wilder, and that's where most of my 17 years of content is, and all the short stories and poems and things like that. Rachel and I on Noon and Wilder actually wrote our first novel together, so that is on there and needs to get pulled out, and then we need to decide, do we want to re-release it as a serial or put it together and package it as a novel, which is probably closer to what will happen, but it needs to be rewritten because we did it dual point of view, and part of it is now and part of it is fem. So we'll probably split that out and make it a male urban fantasy, and then play around with what we had with Belinda, the point of view female character. So you've got that to look forward to. So that'll be over, you know, the rest of the year. And Michael is, what are you doing?
I'm imitating Cookie.
Oh, you guys, can you see the little white thing up there? That is actually Cookie's head. Cookie is one of the goats. We have named their goats, you guys. This is actually not our farm. This is our neighbor's farm, and his name is Anthony. And they keep the goats and sheep for pets, but they don't name them. And my husband names everything, but he does fun names. When I name things, it's things like Letitia or Volodya or something crazy Russian or Celtic or something, and he'll do things like, really? Chica, or that's Karen, the white sheep, and then the brown sheep is Chica. And then we haven't named all the chickens, but we got some lettuce. We got some lettuce at the Glean, and you want to do another one? The chickens like the lettuce, so we meant it for the goats and the sheep, but when we did it, we literally were standing there and like 15 chickens came running at us. So that was special. But they also, it turns out, like Douglas fir boughs. And so when there's heavy storms, they'll come and we throw that over the fence and they love to eat it. So then they talk with their mouths full. And that was an embarrassingly poor throw. That was the Phillies team. Well, come over and get some. And then this little dark one he likes me. So he comes over. I think it's a he. We don't actually know whether they're wethers or girls or boys. We know a couple of them, but we'll see. So let's see if this works. Yay! All right. So anyway, I hope everyone is staying warm. I did not mean for this to go on quite as long as I did, but that's the news from the editing cave. So there will be more out in the next couple days once I have like the official announcement and all that, and maybe I'll put on lipstick and mascara for you all. Oh my. So stay tuned for that, and let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you absolutely want to see from us. We'll be happy to prioritize that for y'all. And if I don't talk to you, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk soon.
You from Gabby? Or,